All right, and last but not least, we are going to go over the last types of solutions that you can have, and it's going to be pretty quick. We already did two real solutions. We've already done two real rational solutions, so like regular numbers, like 2/3 or 1 or 7, right? Then you get two irrational solutions, which is when you have a square root of a non-perfect square that gives you an irrational number. And then last two types of solutions is no real solutions or one real solution. So either none or one. That's what we're doing in this video. So let's go over this one. Well, first of all, we know that it's not in standard form, so we need to get it in standard form. We can't do anything until we distribute this 3. So we are going to do it like 3 times 2x squared is going to be 6x squared plus 3 times 4x is 12x equals -4. And then how do we bring that -4 over? Well, we're going to add 4. Yes, I'm in the CHS gym. Yes, it is 6:15 p.m., but it's all good. So we have 6x squared plus 12x plus 4 is equal to what? Equal to 0. Now it's in standard form. I have a is equal to 6, b is equal to 12, c is equal to 4. Nothing has changed in the process so far. Okay, so I filled in all of the numbers a, b, and c, and we get x is equal to -12 plus or minus the square root of what? 12 squared is 144. Now, what is -4 times 6 times +4? So 4 times 6 is -24. And then -24 times 4, if we do 24 times 4, we get 4 times 4 is 16. And then I'll come back. Go over two other types of solutions that we can get. We've already done two real and rational solutions. Those are the pretty ones that are like 1, -4, even like 2/3, right? Then you have two irrational solutions, which have been the ones that have the square root of a non-perfect square. Yes, I'm in the CHS gym. Yes, it is 6:30 p.m., but it's all good. So in order to do this, we're going to learn about two other types of solutions. We're going to learn about one solution, and we're going to learn about no solution. Okay? Now, in order to do this, this is not in standard form. It's nowhere near standard form, so we're going to put these two out. We're going to distribute that 3. We get 9x squared plus 12x equals -4. And then we have to bring that -4 over. So we get, what do? We have to add 4 to both sides. This goes away, and we get 9x squared plus 12x plus 4 is equal to 0. This is in standard form now. What is A? A is 9, B is 12, C is 4. Now, we got to plug all those in. So I've already plugged all those values in. So we have -12, so that becomes -12 plus or minus the square root of what? 12 squared is 144 minus, so minus -4 times 9 times 4. So -4 times 9 is -36 times 4 is -144. So I get 144 minus 144 over 2 times 9 is 18. What is 144 minus 144? It becomes the square root of 0 equals 18. What is the square root of 0? What squared gives me 0? 0. So I get -12 plus or minus 0 over 8. Well, -12 plus 0 and -12 minus 0 is the same thing. It's just -12. So this is just -12 over 18. And then there's no plus or minus. The plus or minus is gone. So that means that I only get one solution. And if I simplify this, this becomes, if I divide this by a factor of 6, this becomes 2 and 3. So it's -2 over 3. I get one solution, and it is x equals -2/3. What does this mean graphically? Well, what that means is that, well, we use the quadratic formula to find what on the graph? The x-intercept. So That means that at -2/3, I have my vertex, and that means that my graph looks something like that. When I have one solution, my vertex is my x-intercept. So it's the x-intercept and the vertex is at -2/3, 0. Okay, so that's if there's one solution. Now let's look at this problem. I already have it set up. It's already in standard form. We have A is equal to 1, B is equal to 1, C is equal to 1. All of them are 1. So that makes this easy, right? Everything is 1. So 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. And then we just simplify. So it's going to be -1 plus or minus 1 squared is 1. -4 times 1 times 1 is -4. All over 2 times 1 is 2. Then we get -1 plus or minus the square root of -3. 1 minus 4 is -3 over 2. Here we have a big red flag. I'm going to put it in pink. Big red flag. You cannot, I'm going to write this in big. You cannot take the square root of a negative number. You cannot take the square root of a negative number. So therefore, in the real number world, when we go to imaginary numbers, then you can. But we're not talking about imaginary numbers. So therefore, once you see that, we know that there is no real solution. What does this mean graphically? Can you have no x-intercepts? Yeah. Your parabola can literally float and never, ever, ever touch the x-axis. It can go here, it can be here, it can be anywhere, but it could never touch the x-axis. So therefore, there's no real solutions. Therefore, there are no x-intercepts.